Hello and welcome to another gloriously sunny day in July here in East London. We are at London Stadium for the 2017 World Para-Athletics Championships, the home of the Olympics and Paralympics in 2012.
Great Britain, China and the United States have won 11 titles each year. From a host nation point of view, expected to be a little bit quieter tonight, but maybe in the women's F20 shot put, the intellectual category, Sabrina Fortune can change that. We've already seen one throw in this competition from Gloria Ampalamanjou, 11.53. She's got that out beyond 12 meters. That's very, very promising. Fortune with bronze in the shot put in the Paralympic Games. So she's got a good chance in this. Fourth in the last Worlds in Doha and in Grosseto at last year's Europeans. And Sabrina Fortune is in the lead. 12 meters, 29. Svetlana Pivin of Ukraine. Next to throw in this competition, we've also had a no throw from Mirabin Kaya of Turkey. Major championship debut for Pivin, it's shy of 12, but it will put her into third place for now. Last to throw in this will be Eva Durska, who is the world record holder. Excellent thrower in this F20 category. That's 10.05, and Pivin is in third place. Next up is Inês Fernandes. For Portugal, 11.42 is a season's best. 12.35 lifetime best, which would be good enough for the lead at the moment. That's shy of the 12-meter line, though. Still a little bit of work to do for her. Inês Fernandes, who's twice been a bronze medalist. Grosseto of the Europeans last year and Christchurch 2011 in the Worlds. She was 6th in Rio in this. Shot put is her main event. Third at the moment, 11.06. To put some figures to the words.
Staying with the shot put F20, Anastasia Mizhnik of Ukraine. Bronze medalist in both the last two World Championships and also the last two Paralympics. 12.60 for the great. Here's her compatriot. 12.60 for Mantudi. Puts her in third position. This is her compatriot, Kyria Benaki. 4th in Rio last year. 5th at the last Para-Athletics World Championships in Doha. Just over 12 meters as well. Not up near her lifetime best of 12.50, that's for sure. Just made it over the 12-meter mark. 12.11 equals her second, but her best so far is the first. She's in 6th position.
Mizhnik of Ukraine in the shot. 12 meters 11 in the opening round, but she's been very successful at European level. That is an excellent throw by Mizhnik. Anastasia Misnik into second place, 12 meters 55. Stadium filling up just past 7 p.m. on a crisp, cool but quite bright London Tuesday night. So Eva Derska, she's the final thrower in the opening round of the women's shot put F20. She's never been beaten in international competition. The reigning European, world and Paralympic champion, 4 times world champion, 3 times Paralympic. Bet she's our new leader as well. First major championship gold, 1998 at the Worlds in Birmingham and at Sydney 2000. She's our new leader, 12.98. Now this is Zoe Mantoudi of Greece and her third round throw in the women's F20 shot put. Lead being held by Derska, and that's beyond 12 meters by Mantoudi. Best result, 5th in the Europeans 3 years ago in Swansea. Eva Derska, who's had lots of first places to her name. 8th times championship winner, 4 times world champion. Will we give her the 5th now? Well, she leads by half a metre. Won't be done and dusted for a long time. But 13 meters 18, she leads by half a metre for Poland. And had to pass that. It was a lifetime best for her in round 3 of 12 meters 60 for the athlete that is set for her first ever major championship medal. Britain's Sabrina Fortune has dropped out of the medals now, 12.29 with a first round attempt. Still opportunities in the final round to claw back up. But Mantoudi not clearing 11 meters there, stays in second place. That was 10.98. And here is our champion-elect again, Eva Derska, the defending world champion, reigning European and Paralympic champion as well. She's bombarding that 12-meter line. And it'll be knocking around that 13-meter mark again. Wonderful consistency in the Poles' efforts. She's 40 now, first major title. The world crown in Birmingham in 1998. 12 meters 90, still leads. Inês Fernandes of Portugal, bronze in the Europeans in Grosseto last year and bronze in the Worlds in Christchurch in 2011. She's in 8th place right now, 11.44 her best, but another metre and a bit, and that was almost it. And she'd have been knocking on the door of the medals. As it is, it probably would only raise her another place, and she's seen enough. She's actually walked out. Red flag.
So let's head back to Mendes Sanchez. Women's shot put F20 for the Ecuadorian. That is a new area record for her. She takes the silver medal.
He's being given that throw again. So this could be interesting. 12.60 is just 12 centimetres behind silver. And it is an improvement.
Well, the crowd is certainly building. There's Wisby the Bee, the World Para-Athletics Championships mascot.
There's actually 2 of them, and one has a prosthetic, which means the person inside also must have one.
Eva Derska. We know what medal she's heading for. She's seen it a few times before. This will be her 5th World Championship title. 1998, 2011, 2013, 2015, and now 2017. 4 in a row for the lady who's also Paralympic champion. .18, a new area record for Mendez Sanchez, 12.72 with the silver, and Greece's Mantoudi with a lifetime best of 12.60 takes the bronze medal by 5 centimetres.
Narendra in the javelin. This is the F44. 2 javelin finals on right now, but representing India. He's down the field a little bit, down in 8th place. Akeem Stewart leading for Trinidad and Tobago with a brilliant world record throw. Narendra down in 8th, 50.107 is best.
We're on to a third attempt in the high jump for Milos Rantovic of Montenegro. We have 3 athletes there.
So a cooler evening than it has been in the past couple of days, but the fans are still in it. They're seeing some top-class action, as they have over the previous 4.5 days. Kalalevaki, season best of 52.84. He's in 6th position. This is his 5th attempt. He's got some work to do though, if he's to get up into the bronze medal position at least. At least 55 metres needed for that. He's close enough. He's broken his season best already coming into this, which was 49.94. His lifetime best, 58.70. Not up near that. Tony Kalalevaki, his opening attempt. Gold medalist from 4 years ago in Lyon. Well over the 50-metre mark. 58.70 is his lifetime best. So the Frenchman's opening throw, a season best, 52.84. Sandeep of India just missed out in the medal at the Paralympics last year, 4th position. His opener. That's well over the 50-metre mark as well. 54.30, a lifetime best for the Indian. And Vanessa Helgi-Spones, and of course you know plenty about his career. He'll be up later.
Yeah, in this event we actually have different groups of disability involved, which means we have some below and some above knee amputees, which means we have 2 different world records. There's one of the Swedes involved here with a higher disability with a remarkable personal best earlier this year.
Well, Sandeep with 53.04 goes into the lead. The Indian is Lithuania's Jonas Spudis, 2014 European champion. So Vanessa referring there to Sponen, has the world record in the F42 section. Akeem Stewart also in this, gold medalist from last year. He's the F43 world and championship record holder. We like that one. 54.25 puts him in 2nd place.
F44 javelin, and for Canada, this is Alistair McQueen. It's a good, solid effort. Looks to be over 55, let alone 50 from the Canadian. 55.56 is lifetime best for the man from Calgary. Silver in Rio.
So back to the javelin. Hakeem Stewart, gold medalist from last year, standing start. Look at that power. Always love seeing the big man Hakeem Stewart from Trinidad and Tobago. Fourth of these championships back in 2015. An F43 athlete competing in this F44 class. Holds the F43 world and championship records. How's that for your luck? He's in first place straight away, 54.68. Fallon Lavaki of France. Sixth position, season best of 52.84. For the Frenchman. Alistair McQueen in third position, 55.72. Here's where the bronze medal's at. Well, that's over 50 metres, but it's not further than 55.72. So Fallon Lavaki will not be medaling at these games. He took gold 4 years ago in Lyon. He knows what it's like to be on that podium, but it won't be this year. 50.37 with his final throw, he's in sixth spot. Sandeep of India. He doesn't know what it's like to medal. He'd like to. He's fifth. Needs to find a couple of metres from somewhere. 53.04 is best. Well, he's put it all into it. That's around the 53-54 mark.
Roger that.
Can't doubt his effort. I think he knows, though, it's not quite up to the bronze medal standard. 53.02, 2 centimetres below his best in his first throw, which was 53.04. He stays fifth. The man from Cape Verde. Marcio Miguel da Costa Fernandez in fourth position. He needs to find a metre. Has he found it? No, he hasn't. So he won't be changing positions anytime soon, or any time in this competition. Fernandez, 50.28 with that final throw. He finishes fourth. Alistair McQueen. He's definitely got the bronze medal. Can he go any further? Legal throws with his first couple, and then 3 fouls for the Canadian. North American record of 55.72 with his second attempt in third position. Everything into that. It's up around the 55-metre mark. Svensson in the silver medal position. 56.74 for him. That's what he needs to beat. It won't be big enough. So Alistair McQueen confirmed with the bronze medal after 54.35 in his final attempt. His second attempt, he's in second position, 54.68 with his first. Well, that's more than 54.68. Oh, Hakeem, you rock. I have a feeling not only is he maybe broken his championship record, his own world record may have gone as well. Oh yes, it's good. Hakeem Stewart, 57.61. He's broken his own championship record. He's in first place.
So first action on the track tonight, it's the women's 800 metres. T11, 3 go in this, with only the winner qualifying for the final. Complete visual impairment.
Our first track action of the evening is the heat of the women's 800 metres T11.
So start off on the outside, lane 7, Diana Laura Corazza of Mexico. Her first major championship, but she's into the 400 metres final on Thursday. Lane 5 for South Africa, Luzanne Kurtzer with guide Voigt McCone, fourth in the 1500 metres here. And the new world 1500 metres champion from Poland, Joanna Mazur. Now they'll have to reset. Mazur with that dramatic win in the 1500 metres, where she was, well, 5th with 200 metres to go. Mazur, Kurtzer, Corazza. 800 metres T11. So away we go. Mazur on the inside, Corazza Castaneda on the outside, and Kurtzer in the middle. Been a great championship for Joanna Mazur. She never attempted anything longer than a 400 metres going into this. Went out in the opening round in Rio, the 400, but had a stab at the 1500 metres here and got it absolutely right. Well guided as well, you'd have to say, by Michał Stawicki, and she's now the world 1500 metres champion. It's the first attempt at a championship 800 as well at international level. Corazza Castaneda in second place at the moment for Mexico, Kurtzer in third for South Africa. Nicely spaced at the moment, but Mazur, who lives in Krakow and is with the Start Tarnów club. Good smooth rhythm between her and Stawicki at the moment. Slight margin with Corazza Castaneda in second place. Kurtzer behind them all together in third. She's the most experienced, Kurtzer. There's the bell. 2013, her first major championship, the Worlds in Lyon, but went out in the heats of the 800 metres. Mazur still leading, Corazza Castaneda in second place, Kurtzer in third, and Vanessa, good pace by Mazur, no drama so far.
In this event, the guide plays such an essential role, not just guiding the athlete, but also in playing an essential role in the tactics involved.
Yeah, she's keeping good momentum going on the back straight. Corazza Castaneda just behind, Kurtzer in third, quite a bit back now, so she's out of the equation. Anybody finishing third in these heats will be eliminated. Winner going automatically through, second placer having to wait. Mazur taking the final bend, but coming wide on the outside. Here comes Grazia Castaneda, now trying on the inside. Mazur doing a bit of blocking off there. 0.15 breaks the 4-year-old championship record of Annalisa Minetti.
I'd like to have a little look at that though from the angle from straight on, because not sure if there was a slight bit of interference there when they came down the home straight with around 80 metres remaining. Mikhail Stavicki, the guide of Joanna Mazur, took her out and then brought her back in. I think that's what they're talking about there. That's what they're. Let's watch this here. He goes out and just watch him. Just look straight back in. The question is, was there any interference?
We'll go to the steward's room for an inquiry. There's no doubt about that. But obviously, the guide Stavicki noticed there was a big gap there, but it happened twice. The judges will have an assessment. She ended out in lane 3, Grazia Castaneda. Championship record for Joanna Mazur, 2:19.15. Grazia Castaneda with a new continental record also inside that old championship record.
So here goes Helgi Sveinsson. Vanessa Lowe, talk us through it.
Sveinsson actually being part of the athletes with a higher impairment, which means he is above knee amputee, yet he threw a remarkable world record distance of 59.77 meters earlier this year, which means it's only 5 centimeters away from the below knee amputation world record. That's just a remarkable athlete.
You've got the job. Keep on going. So we wait for Helgi Sveinsson's first attempt, there it is.
That is already a really, really good distance. He can definitely throw farther, and I think he's going to attempt to break his own world record and own mark.
Here's Fernandez of Cape Verde. Well, the African likes that one. So the second heat in the women's 800 metres T11. The most visually handicapped of the T11, 12 and 13 classes. All the athletes with masks and also eye patches on to make sure it is 100% legal. Margarita Foundes of Chile. She's already been a finalist here in the 1500 metres. She now goes in the 8. The lady took bronze in that 1500 metres. Zheng Jin goes from 5 with Wang Jingpeng. She's also a bronze medalist in this event in 2015.
On your mark.
To the final. And they all get away. Out wide in lane 5, it's Zheng Jin, as you would expect. The Chinese who moves up there, and also Bazern Teixeira as well is now taking over the lead. So we're in that order, Brazil and then China as we head around, and all the runners move into the inside after the opening 200 metres. So it's Bazern Teixeira of Brazil. It's Zheng Jin who's in second place, remembering it's only the first who goes through. Rodriguez Saavedra in third place, and then way back it's Margarita Foundes of Chile who tapers off the field. A good 20 or 30 metres behind already after 300 metres or so of this race. They move around and take it into the final 100 metres of this opening lap of 800 to take the bell. And it is Brazil in first place through Bazern Teixeira, and Zheng Jin now making a move on the outside around to take the lead, as you would expect. Bronze in the 2015 version of this event. Has a bit of a stutter there, does Zheng Jin, but she's in the lead as they take the bell, with Bazern Teixeira of Brazil in second place, about 5 metres behind, and then the Australian behind that is Rodriguez Saavedra of Mexico. So China 1, Brazil 2, Mexico in third, and tailing well back. And out of this race is Margarita Foundes of Chile, who's on her way out of this competition. At present, Zheng Jin is about 5 metres in front with her guide Wang Jingpeng. All the guides in this race on the right-hand side. Sometimes we see those guides on the left, but in this one, they are all on the right with the athletes but Zheng Jin responds, and it's Zheng Jin who leads with around 70 metres remaining in this race. It's going to be a battle on because only the first automatically qualifies. Zheng Jin on the inside. She leads by 2 or 3 metres from Renata Maison Teixeira. But coming up strongly on the inside, it's Foundes who takes second. So Zheng Jin goes across the line in a time of 2:25.46 in first place. Foundes of Chile has taken in the final place there as we see come over the line, but it's Rodriguez Saavedra who comes home second. But in the lead there with the winning time, it's Zheng Jin who automatically qualifies through to the final. Renata Maison Teixeira fell away a little bit towards the end, so she'll miss out unless something dramatic happens, because the fastest qualifiers, only one of them will go through, and it won't be her. You just see it tightening up there, the Brazilian, towards the end with that last 100 metres. Zheng Jin stretches out a bit, does exactly what's required, and on the inside there you can see the Mexican Rodriguez Saavedra. And her guy Felipe Modesto Eustasio does a brilliant job bringing her home. The only time she got to second position was about 2 metres before the finish line. Zheng Jin goes across in first place though. So Zheng Jin qualifies 2:25.46, a lifetime best for Rodriguez Saavedra in second. Season best for Maison Teixeira, a lifetime best also for fourth place Margarita Foundes.
So the third heat in the opening round of the women's 800 metres T11, complete visual impairment, remember. We've got the European 1500 metres champion going in this, Oznur Alamur, or Yilmaz of Turkey. Here's Paula Guzman from Chile, who was disqualified in the heats of the 1500 metres, the native of Santiago, a guide Eduardo Navarro. Lane 5 for Turkey, European 1500 metres champion, bronze in the 4 in Grosseto, Oznur Alamur, guide is Atakan Altusnay.
Show the race the green card.
Green card, everybody okay?
On your mark.
So here we go now.
Stand up.
Well, Julia Santos going off early for Brazil. Bronze in the 100 metres in London 2012. This the longest distance she's attempted in a major championship. Girl from Rio. Bronze in the 100 metres in the last 2 World Championships and the 200 in Doha 2 years ago. It's out in the semi-finals of the 200 in Rio.
Stand up.
Julia Santos has gone again. Now, will they be as forgiving this time, I wonder?
With your water contact warning to the athletes in lane 3.
Oh, there's a warning, a yellow card in 3 for Julia Santos. Won't be allowed that again.
On your mark.
Fourth time's the charm in the women's 800 metres. Arango Buitrago in 1, Santos 3, Alamur 5, and Guzman in lane 7. And Julia Santos has got off to the flyer that she always wanted to do. I don't believe this. Julia Santos has pulled up. She went away twice. What on earth has gone on there? He's pulled a hamstring. I think a guide has pulled a hamstring. Newton Vieira. That is extraordinarily unfortunate. Maritza Arango Buitrago of Colombia leading the way in front. Coming up to the bell, looking strong. Paula Guzman of Chile in second place. They go through in 1:12. With Oznur Alamur of Turkey in third place, crossing now and quite a bit off the pace there. Arango Buitrago, silver in the 1500 metres here. Very, very good performance it was, with Ioana Mazur crossing the line somehow ahead of her when she was set to win the gold medal. Well, she's trying to make sure tonight There's a good gap between her and Guzman in second place over in the back straight. Another long gap back to third for Paula Guzman. Arango Buitrago will be well aware from her guide that there's about a 20-metre gap on the big turn for home. 4 major championship medals: 2011, 2013, 2015, 2017 in terms of silvers, and bronze in the 1500 metres and the 4x1 in Rio last year. Massive gaps between all three. Arango Buitrago is going to get the win by a considerable margin from Paula Guzman, and it'll be Alamor in third place. But Maritza Arango Buitrago wins 2:29.79, well outside her season's best, but it doesn't matter for her as she is through. Paula Guzman in second place for Chile, and Osnur Alamor will be in third for Turkey. So Maritza Arango Buitrago wins, but what a very peculiar start. Twice Julia Santos went off, but she wouldn't finish. In fact, she wouldn't get beyond 100 metres. Bit of a shame.
Yeah, you would think that the start isn't as important for the 800 metre, yet only one qualifies, only the first one qualifies in each race, so you have to get a fast time in the qualification and actually making the final.
Men's 400 metres T12 final. 4 starting. There can only be one winner though, unless there's a dead heat.
On the track, we're all set for the men's 100 T12 final.
Luis Goncalves, he'll start as certainly one of the top 2 favourites to win this. Will the man who won this race in Doha in 2015. If you're looking for the fastest time though of this field, there he is, the Moroccan Mahdi Afri, silver last year in the Paralympics. From lane 3, it's Spain's Jose Luis Fernandez Taula, who took silver in the European Championships last year. And the man who was 4th in the 1500 metres in 2015 in Doha, 8th over 5,000 metres at those same championships in the T13, has been reclassified now to a T12. Akbulut of Turkey. So Kaldi holds the world record set back in 2012. Potra with the championship record way back, 15 years ago. Up on the inside, almost level there with Luis Goncalves of Portugal, the man who's defending champion in this event, going for the back-to-back 400 metres T12 double. So as they come around with 200 metres to go, it's Mahdi Afri in second place, chasing down Luis Goncalves. Right back way behind, it's Fernandez Taula and Akbulut of Spain and Turkey. But let's look at who's out in front. It's now the Moroccan Mahdi Afri, silver in this event last year in Rio, who really stretches out with 50 to go. In second place, the defending champion Luis Goncalves of Portugal. But it's going to be Afri who goes across the line. Just have a look at this time, shall we? 48.61, a new championship record. Well, he's broken a mark which has stood for 15 years. Such is the speed of that man. He's being congratulated by Goncalves, who's saying he's the man. Indeed you are, Mahdi Afri. A new championship record of 48.60 seconds. What a run, Vanessa Lowe.
This event is one of the most competitive ones with a great depth of performance, so that was really an amazing race with an amazing time.
Well, he placed it out as he heads over to pick up that Moroccan flag. Why wouldn't he? Celebrations all round. It'll be 15 years in a week since that record was set in Villeneuve in France by Gabriel Potra of Portugal. And let's have a look at the ending here. Just rounds that final bend with 150 to go. Does Afri. He took silver in Rio. That wasn't good enough for him here. He wanted the gold. Left Goncalves in his wake. as he headed down smoothly into that last 50 or 60 metres. Kept his form, showed some panache, and takes the championship record, does the Moroccan Mahdi Afri. Goncalves second.
So the women's shot put in the intellectual category drawing to a close, as does that category's one lap competition. It's the women's 400 metres T20. The reigning European and world champion Barbara Navitiel and the Paralympic champion Brianna Clark are both in this.
Next long track, it's the women's 400 metres T20 final.
On the outside, Katarina Husakova of the Czech Republic. No major championship medals to her name yet, but she's still only 19. Same story for Karina Paima, Portugal in lane 8. Fifth in the 800 metres of the Europeans in Grosseto last year. First major championship for Anais Maribel Locaborca of Ecuador, who was second in her semi-final. She's in 7th. The Paralympic champion from Rio last year for the United States, Brianna Clark. Silver in the 400 metres in the 2014 Europeans in Swansea for Hungary, Erika Kerestesi. Barbara Navitiel, the reigning European and world champion, goes in lane 4. For Hungary in lane 3, the former European 1500 metres champion from Swansea 2014, Ilona Biaksi. Sister Bernadette didn't make it. And in lane 2 for the Czech Republic, another youngster from Prague, as is Husakova. This is Teresa Titarova. So Navitiel, the European and world champion in 4. Brianna Clark, the Paralympic champion, is in lane 6. Up in 4 and she's beginning to pick up, but Clark was so impressive in the Paralympic final last year. She's already overtaken Laura Borka on her outside, and Paim and Husakova, she's got past all of them. Has she gone out too early? We will see. Clark with a huge lead at the moment. Navitiel way back in the pack, but when they straighten up, the pole might be about to emerge. It's Clark entering the closing straight. Navitiel close by. Laura Borka of Ecuador emerging in a big battle for the silver medal with Barbara Navitiel, who finished second behind Clark last year. Brianna Clark all out on her own. Her mother with the medal in the 76 Olympics in Montreal. It'll be another big medal for Brianna Clark here. And a world record! 56.35 for Brianna Clark. Navitiel second. Looked like Laura Borka in third. But Brianna Clark has done it again, and it's party time. It's her own world record she's smashed, and Navitiel's championship record has gone to. It's all about Brianna Clark.
Clark gave her Olympic mom yet another to be proud. What an amazing athlete.
Well, that was just blistering. And Navitiel, well, she's still a world champion in the 1500 metres, but over the 1 lap. Second year in a row, she's had to settle for a medal that is not gold, because Brianna has been the Clark of the course. Laura Borka got third for me. That's yet to be confirmed, but that was just a scintillating run. Laura Borka is third, Paim in 4th. So impressive. So Brianna Clark is the world champion, a new world record, 56.33. Navitiel with the silver for Poland. Laura Borka, the bronze for Ecuador, one of 5 lifetime bests. Starting off with Li Lu, bronze in the 200 metres, the reigning 400 metres Paralympic champion for China. In lane 3, defending her crown, the reigning Paralympic 100 and 200 champion, still the reigning world 100 and 200 champion, or will she be in a couple of minutes? In lane 4 for Turkey. No major championship medal on the track yet for Dilber Tanrıkulu. That will change one day. No Unides Castillo at the moment. She's gone into politics. So Deja Young, the world and Paralympic champion in 3. Wang, the Asian champion in 8. Fyodorov, the European champion in lane 9. The final of the women's 100 meters. T47. Lee in 2. Young in 3. Tanrıkulu 4. Smaragdi 5. Maton 6. Tsuji 7. Wang 8. Fyodorov in lane 9. They're away first time, good start by Li Lu, but here comes Deja Young. Deja Young for the United States, about to successfully defend her title. Young coming up, Fyodorov in second, but it's Deja Young all over again. Fyodorov and Li Lu fighting for the silver. That's got to a photo, but Deja Young, 12.40. She's retained a 100 meters title, and like in Rio, it's the 100, 200. Double. 12.39 has been rounded down to, and Deja Young, a great champion on the double. Young hearts run free. Fyodorov might just have got the silver. She doesn't know yet. Jean-Paul Young.
Time for the third last event on the track program for this evening, the women's 200 metres T36 final, with the gold medalist from the Paralympics last year, Shi Yiting of China. In lane 8, the lady who was 4th at the 2014 Asian Para Games, Wang Sheyan. Yanina Andrea Martinez of Argentina goes in lane 7. 4th at last year's Paralympics, bronze back in 2015 in Doha. Min Jae-yeon of Korea. She goes from lane 6. She was silver in 2016 at the Paras. There's your reigning Paralympic champion, Ye Shiting of China. Personal best set at the Rio Games. Yan Kwok Ban of Hong Kong, bronze at the 2014 Asian Para Games for her. And Kina of Ukraine, the 23-year-old, her first major championships. And in lane 2, Yu Chun Lai, the 3rd of the Hong Kong athletes competing in this race, her best of bronze over 2000. 2002, she also picked up bronze in Lille. World and Championship record held by Wang Fang of China. This time they get away with no problems, and she does get away very well indeed. She's already up just about into the lead as they go through the first 50 metres. She is powering away as Shi Yiting of China. Just on her outside, that is the Argentine of Yanina Andrea Martinez, who's in the silver medal position, and then on her inside, that's Korea's Jeon Min Jae, but coming down to take the gold medal without any doubt whatsoever, it is Shi Yiting in a championship record time of 28.92. It's the Argentine Martinez who picks up the silver medal, and then it is on the inside of her, Jeon Min Jae of Korea, who picks up the bronze. But that was quite a run from Shi Yiting, the Paralympic champion. She might be exhausted, she might be tired, but she's just got herself a new championship record, which has stood for the last 15 years. Quite an athlete indeed. Now owns the Paralympic and World Championship medals in this race of the women's 200 metres T36. Well, it took them a while to settle at the beginning. They were asked to stand up. The green card was given. But she, the only athlete who stood there with the rest going to her blocks, Outstanding start, outstanding bend, Vanessa, an outstanding victory.
It almost looks like she's running a time trial. No real competition in this run, so remarkable gold medal, remarkable athlete.
Yeah, that record set at the World Championships 15 years ago in the Stade Métropole in Lille, and was exactly a second slower than the world record, also from Wang Fan set in Athens at the Paralympics in 2004. If anybody's going to break it in this generation, you imagine it has to be.
You see Jiang, who picked up the bronze medal, a distance back, but you can see the coordination impairment of the limbs there, so it does become a lot more difficult for these athletes. But there's no doubting that lady there, her class, her capabilities. Another goal for China, who've made a run over the last 24 to 36 hours up near the top of the medal table. Just so much distance in front, Vanessa, as they come into the bend.
Especially with their shortened up muscle strings from their disabilities, so they have a hard time stretching out over the last couple of meters. The more tired they get, and the more tight they get. So,
well, there's the championship record. I just wonder how far it could go if she had a bit of competition up there at the front. Xie Yuting with a championship record takes the gold. Yanina Andrea Martinez with the silver for Argentina, and Zhang Minjie takes the bronze.
The Paralympic 400 metres champion is in this too. It's a very good field, this. Lane 9 from Iraq. The reigning Asian Games champion over 100, 200, 400, Abbas Al-Daraji. In lane 8 for China, the reigning world 200 metres and long jump champion, plus the Paralympic 100 long jump champion, Hu Jianwen. In lane 7 for Colombia, the reigning 400 metres world champion, Cuca Velasquez. In lane 6 for Brazil, silver in the 100 metres in Rio, Edson Pinheiro. Lane 5 then for South Africa, the Paralympic 400 metres champion, Dion Buys. Lane 4 for Colombia from Medellin, the 400 metres bronze medalist in Rio, Vaina Javier Diaz-Mosquera, even has a stamp in his honour. Lane 3 for South Africa, the world 400 metres silver medalist in Doha 2 years ago, Union Sekalwi. And in lane 2 for Canada, the Pan Am champion, Kyle Whitehouse. The world record holder, such success for him in London 2012, Evan O'Hanlon. Away they go, good start Boyce, good start Pinheiro, also Hu in lane 8, what a start by Hu in lane 8, they'll straighten up, Pinheiro in 6, Boyce in 5, real spread, all trying to catch the reigning world champion, Hu Jianwen, there it comes Boyce, Pinheiro is tying up, dear Boyce in South Africa, Boyce wins it, or does he, on the line, tight between him and Hu, only by 100 or 200 surely, for the South African, 22.68. Evan O'Hanlon's records are safe, but Boyce looks to have dethroned Hu, and he's got the gold.